Now I will come in you.
Wow.
Only with a British accent.
Wow.
Right.
You got me.
Oh, now I will. You know what?
Keep going.
No, it's just Australian, dude. It's not that. All right, let me try. Now I will come and you. Oh God, I sound like a Scottish Clint Eastwood.
All hail the King of the West! King of the West! The King of the West! King of the West! The King of the West! The King of the West!
Welcome to the show. We're here. Michael, did you get a mustache?
I did.
Why?
Because
I said that in a negative way.
I think it looks terrific.
It does.
Thank you.
You don't look like a cop. I'm being negative and I'm not trying to be.
Yeah.
It looks good.
There's some people at my local mall. I live in a community largely of color who identified me as an undercover cop.
Very much, but you're not. You're definitely not the sheriff. You'll never make sheriff.
No,
you're always like the co-driver. By the way, you're the.
I'm like the Dewey in Scream.
Yeah. You're Robin, dude. You're Gordon. What's his face? Levitt.
Joseph Jonathan Gordon Levitt.
You're White That.
I can live with that. I think he's also the White That.
I like your shoes.
I think
too.
he's. Which
Me?
one?
Not Catherine's. Catherine's shoes suck.
Dude, these are badass. These are
I'm joking.
Suede
I just didn't want to kiss
Doc
both
Martens.
people's
These
asses.
are.
Katherine Blanford, by the way, welcome to the show of
Thank you, guys.
the Atlanta Blanfords.
Dude, there's no Atlanta Blanfords.
Are you from Atlanta?
There's Georgia Blanfords. No, I'm from Kentucky.
The Kentucky
Ooh.
Blanfords.
And then
You are a racist.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
I'm a racist that's
White power, you know what I'm saying?
right. I'm a thriving racist. I'm a girl racist though, and
Which is
those
fine.
Girls
those
can be
are
racist
cool right
nowadays.
now.
Yeah.
You should fight Huck Tui girl.
Dude, I actually think I could take her.
Oh, I think you would stomp her.
Been wanting
Aren't
to
you an
fight.
athlete?
I'm very strong.
You have an athletic background though, right?
No, I weightlift. I'm very strong. Not coordinated at all. Horribly uncoordinated, but I'm willing to die. I'm willing to die to win.
Me too.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's no skill, willing to die.
When you're willing to die, you're better than talent.
Yeah, that's like like the psychopath. That's like you know when you have like gladiators that are fighting and they're equal strength and they're really strong, right? And then one gladiator takes out the strong gladiator and you're like, "Fuck, who do we have left?" And you're like, "Let's bring out the half girl, half spider."
What?
That's me. I'm not gonna win by strength. I'm gonna win by psychopath. I'm gonna.
But why are you half a spider?
I'm a spider monkey. I'm gonna jump on your back. I'm gonna crawl up your back, and I'm gonna
I feel like
rip
you
your
could explain
eyeballs
that in
off.
a better way than saying.
No, that makes sense.
No. See, the
no.
monkey part of the half of spider monkey is way more descriptive than the spider part.
Yeah,
Spider monkey.
we're both in agreement here.
Like this. This is what I do. I'm not strong, but I can be like this.
Okay, you should just go with the half woman.
Does that not make sense?
Nah.
Gordon Levitt Hewitt.
I'm still in the dark. Wait, what?
Keep it going. No, you're making not a damn bit of sense.
Joseph Gordon Robin.
What is it with you
Robin
and
Hood
comparing
Levitt.
yourself to non-human living creatures? You
'cause
described
I-
yourself as
They're
a
more powerful.
human golden retriever.
Golden Retriever. I think maybe I identify with animals more. I do. I no longer care about humanity. I want to save
Isn't
as
it
many
freeing?
animals as I can in this world.
Isn't it freeing
Yeah, it's
to
wonderful.
no longer care about humanity?
Yeah, somebody said if a train is coming down the tracks and you can pull the lever and it to go, so either it misses a crowd of people on the tracks, or on the other side of the tracks it misses one dog. What lever would you pull? Who would you say?
I mean, the odds of
One
any
dog.
of those people being anything good in this world are slim to none.
What I said was I would pull the lever to save the dog because that would be killing two birds with one stone.
Like if
I'd save a dog, and then I want less people in the world.
If Michael Phelps was
I'd
in
want
that
them to
crowd, then I would probably run the dog over because Michael Phelps is a great American.
I think.
He won the most medals in the history of any Olympian.
Yeah, but
No train's gonna catch him.
I know. Here's the thing.
Right.
I think his
Especially if
good
it's in
is
the
done.
water.
His
What?
good is done. He did all the good he could do.
Oh, and then he would become an icon, which people love on Netflix.
Exactly.
I hate icons.
And then we put Hollywood back to work by making a
think-
documentary about him.
I think Mike Tyson should be president. He speaks a lot of good stuff.
He does.
Like the things he said before he was in that embarrassing fight, when he was off his meds, because I know a little bit, I could be wrong, but I've heard some stuff from personal friends of his that he's medicated and has to be, otherwise he will snap. And when he's off, he gets dark.
Dude.
And he seemed real dark.
He appeared that way.
Yeah, and I was like, maybe he's off his meds, but the things that he said were, it woke me up. Like I've tried to be cool my whole life, and then the older I get, the more I'm like, wow, that's embarrassing. Like I've really made a lot of moves to like be impressive, you know?
Yeah.
And then I was like, what's it all for? What does it all mean? And Mike Tyson, in his depression, fighting YouTuber on Netflix, spoke a lot of facts when he said to the little TikTok girl,
Yeah.
that I don't care about legacy. Like when I'm dead, we're just dust anyway. And I was like, yeah, because when your legacy, when you have a legacy, you don't know.
Right.
You're dead. And if you're in the clouds with Jesus and stuff, that's still like, you don't like look down and go, look at my legacy run. Like you don't, that's my opinion anyway. I think even if you go to heaven, you don't get to see your legacy down here.
I saw it as not to get super sad and dark from the beginning. I'm sure we all are probably living in this world now, but as somebody my mom died, and I was watching that's somebody who's lost somebody very close. He lost a kid.
That's his daughter.
That's literally somebody who's seen and known death.
The worst parts.
The worst part of death. Yeah. I was like, I know that. I know what that reality is. I know what he's saying. He's going, I've had to accept death in the most closest reality.
The worst way on this planet that a human can take.
And I didn't even see it as depression. I go, he has had to hit that reality. That wasn't even depression to me. I was like, that makes sense what he's saying.
He just said, there's so many clips of him saying stuff where I'm like, wow, for a dumb guy, he's a genius.
No, see,
he's not dumb.
I tried to say that to him. The one time he was on the radio show years and years ago, it was kind of cool because I was talking to him and he does this thing where when he doesn't want to be there, which is a lot of the time, he'll just act crazy and say nonsense because he knows people want that for him, but it allows him to sort of check out at the same time.
Right.
The one time I asked him one thing where he actually like looked up and paid attention, I forget how we got there in the conversation, but I was like, I feel like you think people only like you or value you when you're murdering people or doing insane shit. Like, and that stuff is cool, but you're like an interesting person too. Take all that shit away. Do you not get that? And for a second, he looked at me. I'm like, oh my God, I'm locking eyes with Mike Tyson. This is so cool. But he didn't really, then he just went back off and said nonsense. And I really wanted him to address that because he never really does. He says insane shit that's funny and awesome, but he says really, really smart stuff.
Really smart.
I mean, it's sort of like Yogi Berra, where the stuff is stupid, but it's smart. It ain't over till it's over. The whole everybody's got a plan.
Is that a baseball guy?
Yeah. Everybody's got a plan till they get punched in the mouth is like a metaphor for life.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
He's very smart. He's probably just also been in this, like, people have looked at him like he's a god. When he walks into a room, probably everyone just, is kind of freaking out. And when we've also all been around people like this. After a certain while of living in that reality, you stop giving a fuck so much of having to, like, prove yourself and sell yourself. Because you're like, everybody's acting berserk around me all the time.
Right. I've heard that, like, Billy Bob Thornton will be, like, offensive, hitting on women. Maybe this is completely untrue, but it's almost like it doesn't matter anymore. If I'm charming, you'll have sex with me. And if I'm the biggest fucking obnoxious asshole, you'll still have sex with me.
Exactly. People are
it's like Groundhog's Day. At a certain point, you just start having fun with it.
Right. If people are not looking at you and you want people to look at you, you're going to act a certain way to be like, I'll prove I'm worth to be looking at, whatever. If everyone's always looking at you and you can never turn anywhere and no one stops looking at you, you start being like, well, fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't have to prove myself.
Yeah.
This world's insane. I'm just going to have fun.
Imagine the ego you would get from being the the heavyweight champion of the world and having all the cocaine at the same time.
That's right, because when you do cocaine, to some extent or another, you think you're the king of the world, but you wake up in the morning and you go, oh shit.
He did.
But
he woke up in the morning and he was right.
You are the king of the world.
Imagine like when he won again, because he had like a decade, dude, where he just beat everybody.
Yeah.
The most feared human on the planet.
Right.
And he had cocaine.
Imagine, and then you go out and you do a bunch of lines with Eddie Murphy and a couple of other like Knights of the Round Table where you're like, we are the fucking lords of the universe.
Yeah, and there's like an argument where he,
if anybody
maybe.
If anybody is, you are.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing a downside.
Right?
To cocaine? No, there really is none.
he might. If he was here, he'd be like, well, there was this one bit.
Oh.
I go, no. The
Like,
good outweighs the bad.
I thought there was this one bit when he was in the ring with a YouTuber and he wasn't winning. And I was like, I said to my girlfriend, I was like, this is payback. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, this is the payback. This is where the devil gets you. Like, it's a metaphor, but there's a reality to it where the devil, you get a deal and you get everything you want. And then on the back end, he makes you pay in a way where you're like, I don't know if it was worth it.
He got $20 million and didn't get hurt. What's the payback? He gets to walk away from that fight and then go live a lavish life for the rest of his life. He also doesn't care about legacy, so go live up the next 20 years of your life. What do you mean payback? He didn't get hurt.
Yeah, but it was sad. He doesn't care if he gets hurt. He's serious. You think he cares if he's got like
I was scared he was going to get hurt and like that was going to be debilitating.
Everybody did.
So like,
I didn't
he
like
literally
that.
was like, was it payback on him or was it payback on us?
It's more when you're somebody that could demolish that kid and you can't anymore because Father Time took it. It hurts more than physical pain.
Do you think he really thinks it hurts, or does he think, ha ha ha, you guys care more than I do? I'm gonna walk away with these $20 million now and go live it the fuck up, enjoy mulling over this fight for 3 weeks, and
I hope he doesn't think about it
while
ever
I'm
again.
going to fucking Aruba and probably doing cocaine.
I hope he's not doing cocaine. I think he goes back to weed and mushrooms. You think he does cocaine still?
Dude, I'm convinced that everybody's still doing cocaine. I think everybody's on Ozempic and cocaine.
I'm not.
And I'm.
Are you?
Oh, dude, I assume the worst in everyone now. Not that that's the worst.
Okay.
Answer the question.
Yeah.
Do I think he does
Are you
cocaine?
currently using cocaine and Ozempic?
Yeah.
No, dude.
Wait, why are you stuttering with this? Just say no. It's a pretty simple question.
No, I'm not.
Right,
I'm not on it.
You know we piss test on this podcast, right?
Here's the thing. I would be on Ozempic if I had a little bit more money. Because everybody else is fucking on it. Dude, I want to be worrisome.
Wait. I'm so confused.
No, word up. I get that.
You know what I'm saying? Dude, have you seen Christina Aguilera?
Yeah.
He won't shut up about her.
I want to be
She doesn't
Christina
look like-
Aguilera.
How did she do that?
Ozempic! Everyone is on
But her
Ozempic.
face changed. Ozempic doesn't make your face change.
Yeah, she also has $1 million to put into her face. I want that.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit what you say.
Somebody-
I got hair extensions, and I was like, everything has changed. I'm getting things now.
What?
Yeah, dude, I got hair extensions, and like,
Not currently.
yeah, bro.
Wait, no, you don't.
Yeah. She cut them, so they look more realistic now.
Wait, that's not your real hair?
Most of it is not my real hair, and I feel like
You
fucking
did just
Mike
drop off.
Tyson right now.
You did just drop off in my mind. That's crazy.
What?
That's not your real hair.
I know, dude, but my real hair is disgusting. I look like
But the top bit's your hair, right?
yeah, the very tip top, the
Yeah,
wispy
that's great.
part. The wispy part. I look like a.
It's like a weave. Like they tie it into just the tiny little stumps.
Oh my
I look. I look like this
you
cat.
do need Ozempic. You are like Michael Jackson, where you like think you're something that you're not.
Good or bad? I think
I think you think you're bad, but you're good.
No, dude. You should see
Calling me
the
dude.
little bit of fucking natural cocaine I got after getting these hair extensions. Oh, I was like, give me Ozempic, give me fillers. I don't give a shit anymore. This is a high like I've
Wait,
never
do you do
felt
stuff
before.
like that?
No, but you'll know. You'll know
But
when I
what?
make some money. You'll know.
Wait,
Because
you
I'll
will?
have to reintroduce myself because you won't recognize me.
Did you do something to your teeth? They're very shiny.
No, I just.
That's just what they're like?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
I love that now you guys are like,
Hell yeah!
what about this part? Is this fake?
I'm not.
The only thing that's fake is my hair extensions now. But it was I got a taste of it. Now I want the rest. But I will say this. I'll be completely honest about everything I get.
Yeah.
That's all
And
I
when
ask
people-
of celebrities.
When
right.
people aren't honest, I'm like, just fucking tell me.
I know, like that's what's so great about Cher, for example. She'll
just
flat
says-
out tell you, she's like, "This is what I look like. I look amazing. I could show you the receipts."
And she looks amazing.
I've always
So
wanted
does
to
Dolly
do her.
Parton.
Yes.
For how old Dolly Parton is?
Like 80.
Dude, she's so hot.
Yeah.
And she's like, this is a wig. These
Yeah.
are
I met a lady the other day at the ranch. Where she had a really beautiful horse. So I assumed she was like a rich lady because my horse is like free. It's a jank horse.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Where she came over with her horse, and I was like, wow, that is a beautiful horse. And she had gigantic boobies, and she was old as hell, and she had fake lips and some stuff, but she was so old that it was like there's only so much you can do. You know what I mean? There was like neck wrinkle things and stuff where I was like, God damn, she's old, and her butt fell off. You know, when you get real old and your butt falls off.
as in she had a fake butt and
No,
it was...
she had no butt.
Oh yeah. You can't your bones are brittle. You can't do any more squats.
Yeah, that's what's happening there. But she just seemed like, I was like, that's a person that's seen some stuff. Like I felt like I'd like to read her book if I read books.
Cause you're like, if you're old and still have big ass perky titties, you've got some spunk in you.
And she had her horse was like, it was a Ferrari horse.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know because I'm not like a horse specialist yet, but just my small little like cowboy, like I got some horses, I'm around horses. I was like, this horse is like, she
Yeah.
was a badass, like all black. And then she was talking
Like
about
if the horse was a human, it'd be like a politician.
no, it'd be like Michael Jordan, but like in his prime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was like
Okay.
a stallion.
Oh, big, strong
Big,
thing. Probably
had, like-
huge penis.
He didn't drop his dick at the time because
Oh.
like sometimes they'll just like they'll be like, wah, but when they just chill, it's pretty small. It's kind of crazy.
Didn't see you as much of a threat.
I don't think so. Like I definitely didn't want to like. I was just like trying to bro down.
Right.
Wasn't trying to compete.
Yeah.
But
So
he
you
was.
kept it
He had
slonging.
like crazy muscles. His legs were fucking boom. You could see like veins through the fur. Where I was like, dang, this guy's an athlete, you know. And I was like, also, this lady, if she fell off, she'd be dead. Because
Oh,
this
yeah.
horse was
Unless she landed right on the chest, those might be
right. Titty
a
shot.
protection device.
Do you think that works that way?
Point.
It might break the fall.
Right.
If she weighed like, I'm picturing somebody sort of like Dolly Parton, where she weighs like 110 pounds and 20 of it is fake boobs.
For sure. How does she even walk? Yeah.
And
What
those
is
little legs. Remember when she was a cowgirl? She did that halftime show and she
Yes.
had tiny little twig legs.
Itty tiny bitty. I mean, she
Yeah.
looked like there was an Instagram filter on her.
Yes.
I was like, how are you walking upright?
Yeah.
How's
Are
your
you
back not hurt?
are you a horse person as well? I know you are country as all hell.
God, look how hot she is. I am, God, she is the epitome of perfect. She's what if an alien came down and they were like, what is this world about?
Such
I'd
a
be like,
slutty
this is-
face.
But goddamn, is she not so sweet?
So
And
she's been married since like forever.
One guy.
To some guy named Carl. I
Yes.
think she may have even been like faithful and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
she talks about how he has no interest in being in the limelight. When she comes back from being on the road, they get in their little RV and they go travel down to the river and have a picnic.
Right. She recreated for like, I don't know, their 50th anniversary or something. She was in Playboy, not nude, but, you know,
Yeah.
a cheesecake pictorial, and she recreated it on one of their anniversaries. And I saw an Instagram post where she went and like presented it to him, but like the back of his head's in the picture because he would not be.
Nice.
Right, he has no interest,
So
which is
cool.
wild. It's just like she's the face of America. She's the face of generations.
She's the best we
She's
got.
married to somebody who is nameless and wants to be nameless and faceless.
Yeah.
She's like, and everything she says is like, it crosses like party lines. Everybody can get behind it.
Hopefully.
You know, it's crazy that
If you hate her, you hate yourself.
it's crazy that she has gone, she's survived the 2016 election, the 2020 election, and now the 2024 election, and one party hasn't deemed her a demon.
Yeah.
She's the only person that's survived these elections.
That's right. There were about 5, and Hanks got blown out,
Right.
And The Rock got blown out, yeah.
Right. And she's the only one that both parties can be like, yeah, she's an American hero.
Yeah, is there anybody else? Clint Eastwood, that's over.
I
Obviously,
mean-
he took
He
himself.
took to the
He took
chair.
himself out of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What he did? Oh,
Remember
yeah.
Remember he had a conversation with a chair.
No, I didn't remember that. I just
Oh, it
what
was
happened?
he brought a chair out and he talked to it, and it didn't go as
Yeah,
planned.
he had an argument with a chair and lost.
Yeah.
I still can't even figure out which side this is on.
So he was at I don't know if it was the Republican convention, and he wanted to these are a bunch of things he wanted to say to Obama, like, how could you do this? How could you do that? But of course, Obama wasn't going to come to their convention, so he spoke to a chair as if it was a.
This is Clint Eastwood.
This is Clint.
Yeah. It was tough.
Yeah.
Because he got mad at the chair, and most of the people in the crowd were like, wait.
He does know there's nobody there,
Yeah,
right?
because he's so old. You're like, does he think the chair's alive?
Yeah.
Like, is this a personal beef that he has with the chair, or is he doing something else? Because it's like abstract art, but he's so old, and you're like, I think he's just got beef with this chair, and it's hard to take him serious because he got pissed.
Why would they air that?
It was
He
live.
did it live.
Yeah, man.
He thought
Dude.
that he was going to come out and go, watch me argue with this chair,
Right.
and shift the world.
Right, bring a little Hollywood pizzazz.
Yeah.
Drama this thing up.
Yeah,
And he just had. Was it like a rocking chair? Like, have you been like
nah, it
you've
was a
been
stool.
lonely?
It was a stool. Yeah, it was really bad.
Well, that's because he's just
He was
sitting.
way
He's
better with the
old.
monkey.
Miles, can you get
He's
a
old, he
picture of
doesn't-
Clint
he didn't-
Eastwood in the
The
chair?
stool has given him no support. He's been sitting on the stool for hours. Just his back's hurting.
Nobody had his back too.
Not
Everybody
the stool.
Everybody was just like, he's a dumbass for arguing with that chair. And like Tully said, I think the chair won without saying anything.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah, look at it. He's pissed.
It's such a
Yeah.
shit. It looks like a dunce chair.
It
It
wasn't-
looks like that's the chair. He's so old. He went to school in a one-room cabin, and when he got in trouble, they sat him in that chair and they put a dunce hat on him.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Listen, you be a good pilgrim, Clint
That guy
Eastwood."
is still flying his own helicopter.
And now-
so look
Wait,
out,
really?
look
He's
out
going
below,
back-
probably.
He's having PTSD and he's yelling at the dunce chair.
I think
Remember that? Remember in Pilgrims you had to wear the dunce hat? Did you guys have Pilgrim Day in school? No. Okay. We did.
No.
Can
Pilgrim
we just I know this is going to sound insensitive, but if there's anything we've learned, can we stop after, like, I don't know, 78, can we stop taking the people as seriously as what they say after 78? Can
Yes.
we just go at some point the brain does start to deteriorate a little bit.
There's
yes,
a
you've had a
wild-
life experience,
Yeah.
but you're also deteriorating.
There's a wild breakdown between the way that we treat certain old people in public life and the way we treat all old people in private life.
Uh-huh.
Like everyone in my family, once they turned 80, they weren't even allowed to host birthday parties anymore because we knew they weren't up to it.
Right.
fair.
Have them come. Hey, say whatever you want.
Yeah.
You're old enough. You can say whatever
Shoot
you
from
want.
the hip.
Right. But we're not going to digest it,
Yeah.
chew it up, and mull on it.
I blame that one guy. What was the guy that he's real smart and he couldn't move and he was just like,
Stephen Hawking?
Yeah. I blame that guy because that guy, I mean, he's retarded, but he was so
No,
smart.
dude, he wasn't retarded.
Oh, he's
He
retarded
was
as hell.
physically disabled.
Yeah, but it's worse than being 80 because it's like, look at he's like, and I'm like, if you're so smart, why'd you stand up? You know,
You know what?
it's like hard to take. Here's what we should do, and I'm like, first thing you need to do is stand the fuck up.
He's like one of the greatest scientists of our
Yeah.
time.
He's also the only physicist who ever got laid.
Right,
He
but
literally, did you hear about that? He had an affair.
Yeah.
He destroyed his marriage by having
yeah.
an affair with somebody. All
how
from
did
the
he
chair.
have an affair?
How?
Like did he mind?
Well, she did
fuck
most
her?
of the work.
But what kind of work? Is it really? If you cheat on me and you're in a chair like that, I say go for it. If you can get something going, congratulations. Is it really cheating? Does your penis know that it's involved?
I don't.
Does he get a boner?
I don't know.
I think so.
He probably could.
you
I mean, he could. Couldn't he type with his mind?
Yes.
Yeah, but
he was able to communicate.
Dude, if he could
He's able
type
to
with his
consent.
mind, he'd probably be like, now I'm telling my dick to come.
That was a pretty good impression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Felt
pretty
like
hot,
it
Now I will come in you.
was back. Wow.
Only with a British accent.
Wow.
But yeah.
Right.
You got me.
Oh, now I will. You know what?
Keep going.
No, it's just Australian, dude. It's not that. All
Was
right,
it?
let me try. Now I will come and you. Oh God, I sound like a Scottish Clint Eastwood.
Oh man, that was horny.
I bumped into Stephen Hawking
Now I
one
will
time.
come with you.
Now
That's
I-
the thing that he says. He loves that.
That's what he says to his chair
Yeah.
at the end when the lights are out and he's still talking to it and the convention's over. He's like, and one more thing. I'm gonna come on you again.
Now I will come on you.
Now I will come on you.
It sounds like a dialect. You ever see those guys in Doctor Who? Exterminate.
No,
That's old.
I'm
old.
American.
Fuck off.
Is Doctor Who British?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never, and I won't watch it.
Yeah, on principle.
It was stupid.
We got plenty of our own quality
This
television.
is back when I
Yeah.
was a boy and there was like 3 shows.
Yeah, I'll be over here watching The
One of them
Masked
was
Singer.
Doctor
Thank you
Who.
very much.
Oh, when you were in the bush?
In the bush, mate. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
sitting on top of a kangaroo watching the tally.
Did you guys have color telly yet? Dude, what was your childhood like?
Fuck you.
What did
Yeah,
you
we had
fucking-
color tally.
Did
I
you-
remember there was the black and white shows
Mhm.
that were on, and I was like, no, I can't even. No, I will not.
There was black and white shows.
Movies. And I'd be like, I'm not watching that. It's in black and white. Are you not aware of colored television?
Was Nicole Kidman in all of those as
she
well?
was in BMX Bandits,
Shut
and
up,
I was
for
into
real?
that. Yeah, BMX Bandits. Before she was famous, I was watching BMX Bandits. I was like, sick. This guy did a backflip when he won the BMX race, and I was like, yeah, he's got a girlfriend. And then like 10 years later, it's like Nicole Kidman, who was in BMX Bandits. I was like, I used to watch BMX Bandits all the time. Son of a bitch, she was in it, but I
Was
didn't care at the time.
Was she young?
Yeah, and not that hard either. I was never into redheads.
I don't know if she. Yeah, no, she's a beautiful woman. But she's a beautiful woman.
She's more beautiful now from plastic surgery than she was when she was a natural chick.
Don't hate
But
on
hey,
it.
Miles, pull up.
I back your
Hey, I have a
quest.
question. Do you guys?
You guys?
Do y'all in school in Australia? You know, you have like 7 blocks of school. Like you go to like blocks, like classes.
Yeah, no.
Do you guys? Is wrestling a core class of yours?
No. There is no
Is-
wrestling in Australia.
What
Is-
makes you ask
Is
that?
learning how to suck out a venomous spider bite a class in
Yes.
Australia?
Yes. Oh, I guess she was kind of hot when she was young.
How about you
No,
can
go
tell me?
way back.
How
Go
about
way
you-
back with the
is-
really curly hair. Yeah, see, she was nah.
Yeah, she
Not
looks like
into
she
it.
should have been singing for Simply Red.
Yeah.
Dude, she's just
That one, yeah, that one. Bro.
Oof.
Yep. See, thank you. Not hot.
she's gorgeous. What
Nah,
are you,
What
Go
are you
back to
talking
the-
about?
Go back to the curly hair.
You're out of your goddamn Bernadette Peters loving mind.
what do you
She's a
mean?
bush
That's
pig.
a beautiful. Yeah,
Nah.
she's not a porn star, but look how beautiful that hair is.
Porn
It's
star? She
curly.
is a
It's
porn
beautiful.
star.
She has blonde or blue, pristine eyes. Porcelain, precious skin, a cute ass nose,
Thin
and
lips.
beautiful thin lips. It's not like conventional, fuck me in a centerfold.
I'd
But that
rather-
is a beautiful looking face.
She looks
That's
like
a
the
unique
she looks like the
face.
queen of Fraggle Rock.
Yes. She's a Fraggle.
You guys. Oh, and
Now
you,
she looks like a vampire.
Look at you, 2 little freaking perfect little cupcakes. Don't even come at me.
Wait. What?
Don't even. You guys have a lot to talk about. You guys.
No.
She's not like conventionally.
Yeah,
she's
also
not
known
Barbie.
as not hot.
She's not Margot Robbie there, but she's got beautiful, unique features, and we should celebrate that shit. And
Yeah,
also,
she's unique.
if you don't like it,
Yeah? What?
you get very successful, and you can buy whatever face you want.
Yeah. I mean, would I fuck Tom Cruise to be a star? I guess.
She, remember the pictures of her, the divorce pictures?
Nah.
You never seen the divorce pictures of her? Jamie. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
This is
I'm
Joe
sorry.
Rogan
I'm sorry. I'm
experience?
sorry. That's my
was
that's my
harsh.
white guy racist comment. This is her. She's walking out of. I guess I don't know the specifics of her being like turning in the divorce papers or being official, and paparazzi got her walking out of a building celebrating. Look at the pure
That's a
joy on her
setup.
face. She knew
That's a
what she was
setup.
doing.
She did that because she knew she was getting photos taken. She is a setup. It's a hoax.
And
She's a magician.
I will say, who's in the Illuminati?
She is.
I would put Nicole Kidman in the Illuminati.
Absolutely.
I would put the Clintons in the Illuminati.
Yeah.
I would put Beyonce in the Illuminati.
Oh, yeah. Oprah.
These are people who
Oprah,
all
for
have
sure.
access to the underground highways.
The Rock,
in
where they
Los
get free
Angeles,
Starbucks.
right? That has the
Yeah.
Starbucks.
Yeah. Did you know there's an underground Starbucks?
Who gives a shit about an underground Starbucks?
Well, it's underground tunnels, so you don't have to go on the freeway.
Only famous rich people get to go there.
Yeah.
It's for real.
Let me ask you this.
I bet that Starbucks comes with,
You ever
with,
seen
with
Will
some
Smith in traffic
stem
on the
cells.
405?
No, I haven't.
Exactly. Underground tunnels.
I would say Will Smith is not in the Illuminati.
Not anymore.
Bad shit.
Right.
Bad shit doesn't happen to you in the Illuminati.
Well, that's not true because now it's being they're breaking them open because Donald Trump is getting to the, he's breaking up the what are they? The liberal.
Don't help him.
The
I don't know the answer to this question.
crazy.
The deep state.
The deep state.
Oh,
yeah.
right. He was going to do it the first time, but then he got distracted. He's going to do it this time.
It's deep.
Yeah.
But it takes more than 4 years to cut into the deep state.
I see.
I think the deep state is that's really getting broken open is the Diddy shit.
Yeah.
That
He tried to blow me, you know that?
Did he really? He
Yeah.
tried to blow you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't. If I was him, I wouldn't try and get you to blow. I wouldn't. I would be afraid for my life if I was asking you to blow me.
Why?
Well, just kind of you've got a cat tattoo on your hand, and
Doesn't
that's
that make me friendly?
no. I think if I was into that kind of thing, I think for my safety, I would offer my services. I wouldn't request your services.
It's only polite to offer to blow somebody.
Yeah,
They
and
haven't
just
blown you
like
yet.
just based off of like the location of your tattoos, etc.
I might not be approachable, you're saying? Yeah. That was how it was designed, but people see through it. Because they have kind eyes.
Or just broken down eyes.
Take your pick. Hey everybody, Jason Ellis here for the Jason Ellis Show, sponsored by Blue Chew. As you guys know, if you don't know and you've just listened to this for the first time, I am a huge fan of Blue Chew. I make jokes about it in my material because I back it. I love them. I got little packets and I take them wherever I go because you never know when it's time to chew, And they work. They work fast. They got like the same things in it as like Cialis and Viagra or whatever the hell you want to use to get it up. But it gets up and it runs. It runs and runs and runs. I highly recommend these things. And for our listeners, we got a special deal. So try Blue Chew free when you use the promo code Ellis at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code Ellis to receive your first month free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. Hey, everybody. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, online therapy when you need it. I am not the richest person in the world, so I am using BetterHelp. I'm going on there and I'm doing it. I'm somebody that has used therapy in the past and have neglected it for some time now because I've been very busy and not had that much money. And maybe that sounds like you. So maybe you should join me and hit up BetterHelp today. A licensed therapist, and I've also, because I've done this read, if you don't like your therapist, you can change and get another one, and it's from your own home. You don't have to drive, no parking. It's very convenient. I've done it once, and now I'm about to do it regularly. Let the gratitude flow, everybody, because it's Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for myself having the brains to contact BetterHelp. Use BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Ellis today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Ellis. This episode is sponsored by Liquid Death. Liquid Death is a company that I've invested in because I believe in it so much. They got all different kinds of flavored water. I like soda. And I don't like sugar. Well, I mean, I do like sugar, but I don't want it because it's not good for you. And I find Liquid Death to be very satisfying, especially now that they have so many different flavors, cherry and grapefruit and lime and you name it. And, of course, they're in cans, so it's recyclable. Is that a word? Good. Glad I covered that. Right now, you can get $5 off any case of Liquid Death. They got iced tea and stuff as well. Because you guys are listening to the Jason Ellis Show. So there's a $5 discount right there. So for a limited time, you can go to any local grocery store and buy a case of Liquid Death Mountain Water, flavored sparkling, or iced tea, as I said, and get $5 off instantly through Venmo when you text them your receipt That's liquiddeath.com/Ellis for $5 off any case of Liquid Death when you text them your receipt. So do it. Thank you, Liquid Death, for sponsoring the show.
How did
In a
he?
spa.
What did he say?
He gave me the eye in the spa. It was
What?
just me.
For real?
Dude, okay.
Do it to me. Do it to me. No. Do it. Do the eyes.
It's not. It's
Give him the eyes.
It's if I go, and you look away, and then I wait, and you look back, and I go. That's what that is. As a guy that's been in the game, these are the codes.
Now, okay.
Here's how it goes in the sauna in the gay saunas. If they go, if you stay looking at them, that means it's on. Look at me. I'll show you how to. I'll show you how to not.
No, but if I look away and then I go, if you're looking back at me, that's a yes. So I see you looking at me, right? And then I look away and I go, here's the test.
Don't look back. If you look back, it's on.
Okay, so if I look back, then what happens? You start moving towards somebody?
Then it's like you've got do you want to do it? Because I'm going to do it.
And do you use words?
Oftentimes, nope. Yeah.
See how simple life could be if it weren't for women?
Yeah, you guys kind of ruined it.
Dude, I'm fine with it. Stop women. Stop women.
Okay. All right. I'm listening.
Then y'all are dead in 3.5 months, by the way.
Wait, 3.5 months?
You're dead in 3.5 months.
What are you talking about?
And then let the humans be done. I'm fine with it.
We will make babies out of like vegetables and shit.
You guys think you'll make babies out of vegetables and shit?
We'll scientifically
There's a 60-year-old man still fighting a YouTube star. You guys are idiots.
We will clone ourselves, and the best of the best will clone more of the best of the best, and then we will be an elite global nation of greatness. Nobody weak, nobody complaining, nobody ever gets a period.
You guys are going to be dead in 3 months. You're gonna go.
The world will be dead in 3 months because we will tear it apart with burnouts, explosions, fire, chemical waste, fucking ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Just burning the fuel and setting shit ablaze and fighting each other to the death until there's one kingdom where the best of the best hang out and dwell and talk about how weak their opponents were. And they laugh about it and drink and then make they're all gay. That's a bad part.
This sounded like
it sounds beautiful. I would love to
opening
watch
voiceover of Clash of the Titans until that last bit.
It's Clash of the Titans 5,
the last bit of the decade gets pretty
This
gay.
is Clash of the Bitans.
Yeah. Right. It's the prequel that goes too far. Yeah. And then it goes, no, I can't buy it.
Yeah, we can't retcon all of this.
That's the problem with it.
Okay, think about it. Think about it way back in history.
Yeah.
When women were flourishing.
Who were they?
When was that in history?
We had Renaissance. We had art. When men were flourishing.
Yeah, women didn't make it.
When men were flourishing, we had the Roman Empire. We had men fighting lions and tigers and each other in a ring.
Hey,
and then the Crusade.
We're also gaying out.
I know you were gaying out.
That's not me.
Long cold nights out there on the Crusades.
I know you were gaying out. It was gay, but it was okay to be gay. It wasn't called gay. It was just called a Good Friday night.
It was called being a man.
Right. Yeah. But nobody.
All gladiators are gay.
Yeah.
I
Just
get
swapping
that.
testosterone. Yeah. That's all that is.
Yeah. The only thing that makes it gay is you.
Oh yeah, because we go. Why not me?
If you do sex with another guy, and you don't think it's gay, it's not.
I'm not arguing it. I think everybody should have a little bit of a taste of everything, without calling it gay, without it just being like, hey, do you like this?
I agree.
Sure.
That's not gay. That's
prison sex. Is that gay?
Right.
No, that's just passing time.
That's called survival.
Right. Like I tried fondue one time. I didn't really like it. It doesn't make me fondue for life because I experimented.
If you get a fondue tattoo.
If you like fondue, that would be
gay. Right.
It would be. Yeah.
For sure.
If you get a fondue tattoo, that would also.
You know what I do like about the I'm saying gay as in men being gay and not lesbian.
Yeah.
The gay experience, from what I've gathered from my friends, is that it's very emotionless and
Oh,
like
yeah.
transactional.
Yep.
Like you're like, I want to get laid tonight, so you
Yep.
get on Grindr.
Yep.
Somebody comes over.
Yep.
And it's also there's no like let's dance, let's have a
Nope.
soiree.
Nope.
It's boom, do it,
Yep.
bop bop, leave, goodbye, clean
Yeah.
up, done, goodbye. And girls, it's like, well, wait, what did you mean by that?
That's how I got
when
into
you
it.
said you wanted to come over.
That's
and
how I
you're
got
like
into
kind
it.
of in a fight before you even start the
That's how it all
transaction.
happened to me.
I
'Cause
get
like,
it.
I was like, I just want to bone all the time, and girls is like, oh, this or that, and I'm like, man, like it takes like 8 hours to bone a girl, and then someone was like, why don't you go on Grindr? I'm like, what's Grindr? And I was like, an app for dudes. They just come over and blow you, and I was like, whoa, for free? That's crazy. And then sure enough, they dared me, and I did it, and they did it, and I was like, that guy just thanked me. He just blew me and left, and thanked me. I didn't do anything. And I was like, this is something I can get behind.
It's
And then
like
I got into it, but that was just because I was addicted to coming.
Right. It's like a
And then when I
secret
got past that,
fight
I was
club.
like, ew, that was a whoops.
And then you got over it?
Yeah, big time.
That's crazy.
I
It's
know.
crazy you get
Because
over
I'm
it.
me, and hearing it come out of my face is like, shut up, you liar. You're such a homo. But I'm not. I'm really not. It's taken me a little bit of an adjustment to be okay with it, because for a minute I got angry at myself and gay people for it. But it's not their fault, and it's not my fault. It's just like, I got an addictive personality, and I was like, I'm a sex addict, and I got really into it, and I was like, if there was an app where girls came over and sucked it and left and said thank you, I would have been on there, but they don't. Like, Tinder takes a long time.
I
Is there a
love
lesbian?
that-
Is there a lesbian Grinder?
I don't know.
Not
I'm
yet,
not
but-
gay yet. I will be gay in my 40s.
Nice.
Solid.
That's what I did.
That's what I'm going to start playing
Yeah.
golf. You got to keep something in your back pocket for the back
Yeah.
nine, for sure.
Yeah, you go. I'm not there yet,
Right.
That's a better option.
but I
Michael.
am an ally.
Golf?
Yeah, than gay.
I think I'd rather be a lesbian.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Nah, because lesbians, I mean, no offense, and I've never been a lesbian before, but
A
I'm
lot
pretty
of work.
close. You guys don't have you still attach. You both
Yeah.
emotionally link up. It's not, you don't just rub finger blasts and bounce.
Right.
You still like, like,
Dude, I think that's the
we
only
don't
reason
care.
I'm not gay is because I think men. It's fun for me to date men because I can have a power over them, psychological power over
Yes.
them.
You do.
Women, it's hard. I can't overpower a woman.
yeah, you're both the same.
She'll put me in my place immediately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're putting each other in your place constantly, and that just
Mm-hmm.
sounds like hell.
Right. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I kind of wish there was a thing for women where you can get in, get out, but we're too, we need emotional connection.
Yeah, that's what I have now, and it's now that I don't want to sleep with anybody, I just want to sleep with one person. It's wow, is it way easier? First of all, I don't hurt anybody, so that's like a load off. But the whole like, who's next? Now that that's gone, because there was a thing I didn't realize it, but everybody is a potential bone when you're a dude. Like, if I say the right thing or the
Whoa.
wrong thing, even if it's like somebody's wife, somebody's mom, you're like, look, if I say the wrong thing, I might not come on her. And you don't want to risk that. Or if they don't like you because
Even-
of your shoes or something, you're like, oh, I'm definitely not going to come on her. And then you're like, oh, there's a little, you'll go, you drop down a little bit every time.
Even if it's your friend's wife and you're like, I'm never going to come on her because
Right.
that's my friend's wife.
Right. But you
I
might-
don't want to offend her
But what if
because
he
I'm.
dies and then she wants you to come on her? And you blew it because you had the wrong shoes on that day.
See, this is why the world will last max 3 months if it's all men.
But man,
I mean, it's a theory.
There'd
Like
be
you
so many
guys-
cool
It'd be
toys,
glorious.
so many cool
We're
water
not.
slides.
We're not crossing a threshold of enlightenment here. I don't. You know.
Oh, hell no.
Oh,
You know what I'm
Jesus
saying?
Christ, no.
Yeah.
No, enlightenment.
Yeah.
Is for
It's for
Women.
women. Right, yeah. Speaking of enlightenment, we have prepared a game that we thought you might like to play with
I
our...
love this. This is so fun. I'm having a fucking blast.
That's great.
You know what?
Welcome.
I've been talking to a lot of female friends lately,
Yeah.
and I've been like, why do I have such a headache?
Mm,
And
there you
can
go.
I be honest? It's gone away since I've been in here.
Yeah, no, check your brain at the door.
I love this shit.
ignorance is bliss.
I love it.
Well, if you like talking to men, get to know
Great.
Miles. I
Yeah,
don't know if you
Miles.
saw Miles, our producer, when you came
Who are
in.
you pointing? Oh, Miles is in
He's
the
on the
room.
other
He's in the other
side.
room.
That's what I
Okay.
call that wall.
I'm
Clint
Jamie.
Eastwood has the chair.
We have the wall.
Miles.
How dare you, Walt?
Oh, Miles. What's your biggest insult ever? It's being called Jamie.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, he's heard worse. Believe me.
Okay,
He'll
okay,
hear
okay.
worse by the end of the day from
Hey,
us.
hey, you pipe down, Wall.
Yeah, that's basically what happened.
So Miles is an educated man of the world. He went to a prestigious university. He knows all kinds of stuff.
He's very good at Google.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What can't he Google?
Right.
Once the spell check kicks in, he can't be stopped. I see you, dude.
You see him
When
in
he's
there,
writing
like,
the episode descriptions, he puts in the word and he waits, and then he fixes it to what it suggests.
dynamic, not spelled with an I.
Work smarter, not harder.
I get
So
it,
I don't know
Miles.
if you're familiar with. I don't know what it is. Are you smarter than a fifth grader or
Right.
whatever it is? I looked up a bunch of those questions and I
Uh-huh.
ran them past Miles before you got here. So we want to see if you can outperform Miles.
Okay,
So this game is: Are you smarter than a Miles?
I love Miles. I'm pretty dumb.
We'll
I'm-
see about that.
Yeah.
We'll be the judge of that.
Where did Miles really go to college?
No, it's a fair question. It's a fair question. I bet he gets a lot of that.
Yeah,
he did. He
he
went
did.
to like a banger,
Like an Ivy or almost Ivy League?
like a West Coast kind of Ivy.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, I hated that answer, but cool.
Why is that?
I'm not from the West Coast, and now I live here for 2 years, and people be like, like a West Coast Ivy. I'm like, what the? Shut
Well,
up.
just all the Ivy League schools are like old schools, so they're all on the East Coast.
Got
but like
you.
if California had been up and running in the 1800s, like Connecticut was, there's
Okay, no,
like a Stanford would have been an Ivy.
What does
Right.
Ivy mean?
Okay, so it's a fair question. I can't really answer it. There's a
They're smart, but not very good at basketball.
yeah, that's colloquially.
Oh,
There's a handful of the best private
Thank you.
Of the best universities in America, like Harvard, Columbia,
Yeah.
Yale,
Yeah.
and I don't know when somebody officially decided this is and this is not part of the Ivy League. It's honestly what I think it is a sports conference, but it happens to be made up of the best schools.
It's a network of dorks that go to different schools.
so
Right.
it's nerds.
Yeah,
It's nerd schools.
well, it's
Right.
nerds. Here's the thing, though: it is and it isn't, because the people who get in there are smart nerds and the children of very powerful and
I was
rich
about to-
families. Like I hung out at Columbia, and I didn't hang out with the smart kids; they were home studying. I hung out with the rich kids that were out doing cocaine at the bars.
Right. It's kids that can't stand up to their dad, but they're not like the kinds that'll get into a fist fight. They're the kinds that'll like take away the Bentley
Right.
Yes,
if they get mad at them.
right.
Pussies.
Yeah.
So okay, here, just to get the ball rolling, give me an idea what we're
Is
doing. here.
Bentley
It's a car.
no? But is Bentley's not like a white wealthy person's car, is it?
Yeah.
it
is.
intermixes between like
I get what you're saying.
Go
hood
on, do it,
rich.
Miles.
No.
He
Now I
got
get
scared.
it.
He got scared because he didn't want to say blacks.
No,
I think
it's
he's just
a
afraid to finish a sentence.
it's a diverse car.
It's a diverse car.
No, it's not.
Hey, let's just say this. It's at the country club, but any different kinds of people might be getting out of it at the country club.
Rich people.
Nah, only one person's getting out of the country club. That's a rich white guy. But there are famous or rich athletes and rappers that will put 24s on it and roll around Hollywood.
Right.
See, is that actually
From
true?
the golf course to the strip club.
Thank you.
Yes, Miles.
That's going to be Miles' debut album.
Oh, that's good.
Because my dad always said that America, like, there's so much class warfare and people are like pitted against each other. Asian people, Mexican people, black people, etc. He's like, if you actually go to Beverly Hills, and that was like a theoretical concept to us, Beverly Hills. I'm from New Jersey. He's like, it's actually very multicultural. Because at the very top, there's rich Saudi people, there's rich African
sure.
people. So if you go to the country club, it's probably like the real nice ones. It's probably more multicultural than you
Right.
than you realize.
And any of them could be driving a Bentley.
I would assume so.
But only a John Williams, a very white man name, would be driving a trying to think of a really white car, like a
Aston Martin.
Audi.
Audi. Yeah, maybe like a BMW. That's white.
Tesla's white.
Tesla's super.
Yeah.
Teslas suck.
But like a
Sorry,
Bentley, anybody could be coming out of a Bentley, right?
No, I disagree. I think Bentleys are for really old, rich people that are white, Jewish white. Same thing to me. Then you've got, I'm on these streets. Then you've got
You got the Chrysler Bentley.
You got hit. That doesn't count. That's anybody's car. That doesn't count. That's a bullshit scam.
Right.
But there's like rapper guys that have 24s. This is the craziest thing. I remember seeing the first black Bentley matted out with 24s, and I was like, whoa, somebody put 24s on a Bentley. And then an hour later, I was like, oh, there's that guy again. Wasn't that guy. It was another matted out black
It's
Bentley.
the most
24s.
ratchet
Everybody has them.
Is it?
It's the most ratchet out of the luxury cars.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I respect the Bentley because I feel like when you have a Lamborghini and you are in Hollywood, you're making that car cry.
Right.
Like that car wants to fly and you're on Sunset Boulevard getting fucking valet.
Right.
You're a douche. That car is like, dude, I only sprint.
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
this fucking traffic shit?
You've got a thoroughbred on a leash.
Right, and it's not comfortable.
Well said,
It's
Kentucky.
not a comfortable car to drive in. What?
I said, well said, Kentucky.
Oh, yeah.
How can
Yeah,
I
so
th-
you get a
How can I
comfortable...
explain this at all?
The other thing that's stupid, if you get a Bentley and you put 24s on it, it's no longer comfortable. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
People don't get it.
You went way. I also have never even been in one ever.
No,
I just,
no, me neither.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay. But that's
Alright.
that's extent of my country club knowledge.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to
All right,
I hate
duel
this.
Miles on who could be the dumber white person, the dumber, smartest white person in this room right now.
It's insane.
Are you ready, Miles?
I'm ready.
I already got his
I already-
answers. So, Catherine.
Oh, he's not answering them.
How many? No, he already has.
Oh, You have to
okay. guess
You're
whether
gonna
he-
you're gonna try to.
I'm gonna have to give explanations.
You're
to
gonna
my
try to do
answers,
better
so.
than he did.
I'm not going to. Okay, I'm ready.
Maybe not.
How many states are in America?
Miles, what the fuck?
That's what you're dealing with.
There's 50 plus
Wait,
Puerto
Not
Rico.
according to Miles.
I thought there was 52.
All right, you're on the scoreboard now.
What the fuck could you have
Miles,
possibly said?
Miles,
Puerto Rico?
Do you remember what you said?
No,
You said 54.
I was close.
Wow. I mean,
Miles.
It
that's-
sounded good.
no, that's...
Miles,
Well,
you
I got-
are not allowed to vote.
Did
you
I get
cannot
closer?
vote.
You got closer than Miles did.
Because
Yeah.
it's 50.
What? How do you guys...
Well, I'm from
You
Australia.
cannot... Yeah,
True.
I don't give a shit.
All right, how
You
many
can't
states
be
are in
here.
Australia?
I don't know. Like, 4. I didn't go to school at all right? At all.
This isn't like... You knew extensive knowledge about a Bentley and who drives a Bentley.
Yeah.
It's a street smarts.
And you
Thank
don't
you,
know...
Miles.
But you're talking about the streets you're living in.
I'm
You have
from
to
the
know
fucking streets, Catherine.
You have an American flag
Yeah,
framed
and the
above
troops
you.
gave me that one.
You're not allowed to talk to the troops. If you
I
don't
talk
know-
to the troops all the time.
You're living in the United States of America. You
I
have
know
to
about the
know
American
how many Uniteds
streets.
there are.
Look.
This is absurd. This is stupidity.
Next
You
question.
can't- Hold on. No, this is you guys are faking this.
I'm not.
Miles.
What, dude?
Miles, you shouldn't be allowed to touch a keyboard. You can't touch the internet. You
Yeah,
can't
I agree,
contribute-
but here
can't
we are.
contribute.
Nobody else will do the job.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to speak onto a live podcast right now.
We
You're
can't afford literate producers.
a
So-
danger to society.
If the host doesn't
I
have
agreed.
he's allowed.
I agree with everything that has been said.
Do you have logic behind your 54?
He can't speak.
It sounded
you don't know.
good.
He can't speak English. And
What
he's
if-
from here.
What if it's just this cat actually just transmitting through a
Like Stephen Hawkins.
yeah.
Little pause.
Check this out. Check this out. Hey Miles, what do you call it when you get like a really bad cold, but then it advances to like bronchitis, but then it gets even worse than that. Now you've come down with a case of
Pneumonia.
oh god damn you! When did you learn that?
That's right.
Well, were you going to say
Wait,
petunia?
he's not sure what he said. And what does it smell like?
We went over. There's a pneumonia smell potentially. It smells like the shit in the walls.
Dude, Miles, did you grow up on a puppy mill?
I don't know what the
Like-
fuck a puppy mill is.
Nor
were
do
you
you know
in,
what.
That's some
were
southern
you
shit.
in, were you in cages with animals?
No, I am right now.
What is one of your favorite Asian foods to eat?
I like the Vietnamese foods. I like
Did you hear what he said?
What, Vietnamese?
Say it.
Vietnamese.
Oh, I got
No,
it that
he got it
time.
'cause he copied you.
What
It
did-
says Vietnamese.
okay with this. I'm okay with this, Miles. You got somewhere in the ballpark of Asian, so that's
Listen,
fine.
I sit in the ballpark. 54 is in the ballpark.
I sit in the ballpark and I get hit by the balls.
Wait, how come I
in
get
the
attacked
head.
for 52? I was closer.
Yeah.
The only way I don't
And I
even
can
know.
say Vietnamese.
I don't know. The only logic I think about 52 is that you knew it was 50, and then you were like maybe plus Ohio plus
Hawaii and Puerto
Hawaii
Rico.
and I'm
Costa
gonna say
Rica.
Alaska. And
Alaska's
so
just-
you were like maybe that's 2+. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
I used
We've
to think
got
that
some
when I was a kid.
provinces.
That's what I thought.
When
So
I was a
that's
kid,
what
I used to think that actually.
That's what I
like
thought.
50 in the continental and then plus Hawaii and Alaska. I'll give you kind of that. It's
Okay,
bad. It's
thank
wrong.
you.
But 54 doesn't.
No, it's crazy. It's outrageous.
There's no way I'm mathing that
That's
out.
Miles. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
Speaking of being in the ballpark, he was in the ballpark on this one. Who? Name the most famous queen of ancient Egypt.
I mean, my
You
go?
don't-
Yeah.
I would go Cleopatra.
Yeah, you would be correct.
Oh,
Hey, what were you going to say? Were you going to say Elizabeth
I was going
of
to say
Egypt?
the Pharaoh.
The queen?
I don't know. What's the Pharaoh? I just know it from the Metallica song. The Pharaoh.
Yeah,
But is
Creeping
it-
Death.
Is queen the same as a pharaoh? Was Cleopatra
Yeah.
a pharaoh?
I don't even know if the official title was queen. Is there like Pharaoh? Pharaoh's the king. That's what they call kings. And she was like she might have even been a pharaoh. Maybe ladies could be pharaohs.
Well, then I was right. Thank you.
Yeah.
You are sure close enough.
I think you were just like, hey, I don't like your question. This is the word I know about Egypt. And you were like, pharaoh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you didn't even get close to the answer. You were just like, here's the only word I know
Yeah.
about Egypt.
Is
Yeah, it's fair. Yeah.
You were like, I know who's the most famous queen.
Yes.
What about the pyramids?
Right. Was it the
That-
Sphinx?
Right. That would have been my
guy,
second.
That guy
Yeah.
ran shit.
Yeah, what did Miles say?
Miles, do you remember what you said?
No.
He said
I was in the ballpark.
he
though.
was in the ballpark. He said Cleopatra.
See? Ballpark.
Wait, Cleopatra?
That was the answer.
Who's Cleopatra?
You know Queen Cleopatra?
Dude, you guys
No, I don't.
This
You
guy's
need
got
to
student
educate
loans.
yourself, dude.
guys
What a fucking ripoff.
we're not giving this podcast enough credit for the downfall of society.
Yeah, it's fair.
This should be you should be banned, Miles.
Sometimes
You
you,
should be-
just need people that are in the ballpark. You
No,
know?
Miles.
There's some people that aren't
No
even
one's
in the
ever said that.
ballpark.
Cleopatra? Is that what he said?
Basically.
Yeah, close
That's a
enough.
spicy ketchup.
You're right.
Ooh, that sounds. I'm hungry now.
Miles, this is not. You shouldn't have a microphone. You shouldn't be allowed to touch a
He
keyboard.
doesn't have a
See,
camera.
I'm gonna
See,
disagree
I'm-
with you on the mic thing.
I'm in a closet right now.
That is correct.
Yeah.
You're one.
I'm staring at a wall and I'm getting attacked by hairless cats.
I don't-
So
Your job doubles as a never-ending timeout.
Here's what I
I get disciplined when I come in here.
Yeah.
This is what I want. I want this quiz before you can vote. And
Oh
you
my
have
God,
to
yeah.
get all of them right, and then you can go ahead and vote.
No
Yeah.
doubt.
If you get these wrong, you're not allowed to vote.
Bare minimum.
Right.
The driving test is way harder.
I don't care. You could also be illegal at this point. If you get these questions right, you can vote.
We would be in better
There you go,
shape.
too far.
Right? Right? But Miles would never. Would never be. Here's the thing.
Yes.
No matter if the questions were the same every single year.
Right.
Miles would never vote.
No, he'd be the king of taxation without representation.
I would be illegal.
You really would.
You would be illegal.
You need a green card like me, dude.
Yeah.
Sick.
All right, next question.
Can you vote?
Nah.
Wow, crazy. God, how freeing.
In what year?
I just influence people to vote the way I want.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Right,
Oh, I'm
just
sure
pulling
you
the strings.
do.
You're like a shitty Musk.
Yeah.
Real shitty. My girlfriend, I'm like, who'd you vote for? And she's like, and I was like, yeah, okay.
That was it?
Yeah.
You're fine with it?
Yeah, because I've changed my opinion on it now.
Because you're not gay anymore?
I think that was a part of it, but you know what? A lot of those people that were my friends are not my friends. And I realized that they were never my friends.
Yeah.
And then I have a lot of friends that are Republicans that are my friends. And I was like, you know what? I don't think I mind.
Yeah. Okay. Well, also, your opinion doesn't fucking matter
Is
right
that-
now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or ever.
Whenever I do see comics on either side that
I'm definitely
are
not on either side.
on
You know?
that are a political comedian, but they're in America, but
Oh,
they're not
that's- yeah.
American.
I feel sorry for them.
I'm like, who are you? Who's helping you Who's helping you get citizenship? That's what I want to ask him.
Yeah.
It would be like me growing up here, knowing everything about here, and then going to Australia or London and like shitting on the government there.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's crazy to me when I see like Piers Morgan says in a headline somewhere, and I'm like, seriously? Like it took. He came over here and started saying shit about our country, and somebody gave enough of a shit that you're writing stories about it?
You know what? You know, he moved over here because it's the greatest country in the world, and he knew that if he didn't make it here, it didn't really count.
Really?
That's why I moved here.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's cool to be the king of Australia, but you're not the king. If you're the king of here, you're the king.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I was Australasian world champion for 4 years. Doesn't mean a goddamn thing.
Really?
I come over here and get my fucking ass handed to me because this is America. There was like 10 dudes that used to beat the shit out of me in skateboarding. Tony Hawk lived in Australia. I would not have won anything. So it's just like MMA, like everything I've ever been into. America runs it. Fast cars, fast bikes. I mean, now because the world it's catching up, there's Australian Supercross guys that are the fastest guys. But America made it. You know, they moved to America to win because if you win in Australia, you're not the fastest.
Is that mine? Dude, that's nuts.
You have a ringtone?
I don't know. I didn't know I did. I think this might be the government calling.
Whose phone is
right? Hold on.
I didn't even know phone still rang.
I didn't know I had it either.
Let's take a quick commercial
break.
break.
This is the first person time anyone's called me in years. It's very sad. Okay.
I'm gonna come back one of these days and bring a
Going
list
back
of
to
shit
Miles.
that I think I know that you guys don't.
Oh, there's tons of that stuff. There's no doubt about that.
I'm bringing
Oh
it.
yeah,
I'm bringing
That's
it.
a thing that like man, who was
Honestly, Jason might do the best.
I would imagine
that was-
so.
yeah,
I think
that
you guys
was
know a lot
like-
of the same shit in
that was
common.
like when Bill Maher and who's the funniest dude in the world?
Ricky Gervais, Conan,
wow,
Burr.
yeah, Burr and him were having an argument, and he was like, you know, he's like, well, how could you not know this, or how could you not know that? And he's like, man, you're just like some name dropping, like using big words bullshit. He's like, I know a lot of things that you don't know about, but you don't see me rubbing it in your face. And I'm like, yeah, like just because you know big words and you think you know about certain things, Burr knows a bunch of stuff that you don't know about that he doesn't go, oh, you don't even know what this means in football or something, or you don't know how to change a tire, or because I bet you Bill Maher doesn't know how to change a tire, or how to fix a fucking engine, or how to put a chain on a bike. But that's not something you brag about. It's like it's because when you have an education and you learn big words, then you can like make people that don't know big words feel stupid. And it's like, well, I know a bunch of stuff, like Miles and I know stuff that none of you guys know.
Next Miles question.
In what year did Christopher Columbus
Dude,
arrive?
I'm so used to this shit.
He just checked me.
It's so fun.
Go ahead.
In
Dude,
what
you
year?
got checked by Miles. Okay, sorry.
No, it's a free
Miles
for
be
all.
checking fools.
In what year did Christopher Columbus arrive in the New World?
Oh, I want to say
1492.
I was gonna say 16 something.
You also would have been closer than Miles.
Is it 1700?
Miles, what could you have possibly said?
If you said 98.
If you said anything,
1972.
no, we didn't. No, we
He
didn't.
said 1700.
Oh, okay. You're.
What was it?
You know what?
1492.
Ballpark.
Miles.
Not in the ballpark.
The only
God
reason I
damn
know
it.
that is because of the rhyme.
Is what?
And the only reason I know it is because of the rhyme.
Yeah.
Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492. Now, I will say, if I go, America, the country really started to get, the pilgrims came over, everything else, feels more 1800s-y, right?
Yeah.
We're not that old of a country. Are we 400 years old?
Yeah,
no, we're
no.
200. We're 240.
Yeah,
240
that's
something.
Right, yeah.
So if it's 2024, it would be around the 1800s, right? Something.
1776 is when they declared independence. So
okay.
you'd be around 250 years.
Late 1700s. So I would go Miles. I would go, okay, he came over here in the early 1700s, killed all the Native Americans, and then we
what he
started
did.
Plymouth Rocking. That does kind of make sense.
Yeah,
It seems
Columbus is a
crazy.
bitch.
That's
Nice.
Miles, I was so on your fucking side, and you're fighting me, and I'm on your side. You know what I mean?
I'm fighting Columbus.
Columbus was a
seems
bitch. It's a gangster thing
Crazy
to
that
say,
he
Miles.
came over in the 1400s, and it still took us 300 years to colonize it.
Yeah, it's some bullshit.
Yeah.
And they fought so hard, and they killed so much, so that one day Miles could thrive against all odds.
And vape pens.
And vape pens. I love this.
All those
I love
pilgrims
this show.
froze and starved
Can
that
I also-
Miles might
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
thrive.
Can I also say, and this is not to shit on the people at the live right now, but it's what 3 something here in LA, and it's
Yeah.
alive. What are these people doing on a live?
A lot of them are working and listening at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And some of them are on the East Coast.
Okay, some of them are on these.
Some of them are jerking off.
Most of them are. Yeah.
Shout out to the
Couple
ones
more
that are
today than
jerking
usual. I'll
off.
be perfectly honest with you.
8 of them are Miles' children. We're in the room with him right now.
Let's go.
You think his sperm works?
Yeah. Oh, you're good.
Who was the first man to walk on the moon?
Oh.
Neil Armstrong?
God
You're close.
damn it.
Fuck. Do I have one of the names right?
No, you are
No.
correct.
Oh.
Miles was close. He was
Oh.
in the ballpark yet again.
Did he say Lance Armstrong?
He sure did.
Do I get a point for that?
Yeah, you do. I think you win the game.
Holy shit, Miles.
Fun fact. Hey, guys, fun fact about the first guy who ever walked on the moon. He did it despite a crippling disability. What was that, Miles?
He was missing one ball.
There you go.
How did he do that?
Yeah.
Everybody knows balls make you float.
Miles.
You
Wow.
see that the
God.
gravity, the
Yeah.
gravity had no chance against a one testicle man.
It's a wonder he didn't fly off into space.
Yeah.
Do you think he was out there looking for it?
Holy shit.
That was the original quote, one giant leap for the one testicle.
Right.
He thought when he could come back to Earth, gravity would just drop another ball.
Yeah.
He'd get a second one.
Finally, his scrotum would have some sort of hang time.
He said Lance Armstrong.
Dude,
sure did.
that's crazy.
That's so
Miles,
good. That's so good.
do you forget how to breathe sometimes, Miles?
Sleeping is dangerous. Let's not.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, boss.
Wow. You guys could actually
It's a great
write
answer.
this off as like, this podcast could be a charity. It could be a nonprofit.
It's like, right? All we need is an 800 number and it's a telephone.
Yeah, you're giving.
Save the Miles.
Wonderful.
man.
God, I'm so glad I gave back today to the one less fortunate.
Yeah.
Get me out of the closet.
Never.
Not bloody likely.
You're a menace to society. You have to stay in there for the safety of everyone.
Just as soon as you figure out doorknobs.
It's been unlocked the
Yeah,
whole
look
time.
out, world. Once he gets that thing to turn, it is
We
on.
gave him a pair of tongs and he's been working on it ever since.
You guys wait till I figure out how
He's
to...
poked out both of his eyeballs with it.
He's blind banging on the door. Oh, man.
Yeah, you might be better off camera. I like
yeah,
painting
yeah.
the picture.
Yeah, wait till I get out of this closet.
You're
guys.
there in the
Yeah,
tart
we
zone.
heard that, yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
I guess we need to wrap it up.
Okay.
I asked you who the second president was. That was
Oh, I don't. Hold on. I don't know if I. Wait. Shit. Hold on.
your guess is going to be closer than his was.
The second
It's
ever.
either Jefferson or Adams or
Was it-
Adams. It was Adams. It was Adams.
No.
Was Jefferson fourth or was he
I think
Thomas
he was,
Jefferson?
I think he was third.
He was third. Okay, I can't believe I know that. That's pretty crazy.
No.
John Adams. Was
John
it?
Adams,
John
that's
Adams.
exactly right, yeah.
What were you gonna say? That's okay if you don't know that. That's hard.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, he was
Because that's like an old guy that I know that was a president.
yeah.
Can we
He
all
was 7
agree?
feet tall and he had horse teeth.
Can we agree on this about Abraham Lincoln?
What?
As a whole, no matter your party alliance, pretty hot.
No, we can't.
Yeah.
If
Well,
we
I
rank,
thought that was going to be an easy agreement.
He's
I think-
hideous.
I
I'm
think
pretty
you
sure he
think
had
looked
horse
like
teeth.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Who's not that high
I don't
either.
know what Daniel Day.
Because
Miles.
he played Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel
Daniel
Day-Lewis.
Day-Lewis played Lincoln.
I was gonna say,
Daniel.
That would have been crazy if Abraham Lincoln played Daniel Day-Lewis.
As Lincoln.
Yeah, he
I
did.
don't
He did a
actually
great
know
Lincoln,
who
but
that
he did a
is.
great.
You don't know who Daniel Day-Lewis is?
Wait, what?
That looks kind of like
I drank
Joaquin
your
Phoenix.
milkshake?
Doesn't he look like Joaquin Phoenix?
Kinda. But he looks more like Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
You don't know who Daniel Day-Lewis
I
is?
don't think I actually do.
Oh, you adorable child.
Yeah,
Fuck
but I knew
this fool.
1492, so
Yeah,
let's
you
all
did.
remember that. And I also knew Neil Armstrong.
Right. Well, in the one-room schoolhouse in Kentucky, I'm sure you got that far. Bringing the apple every day.
Right.
For the...
Clint Eastwood was my teacher. I don't know who this is.
What? I drank your milkshake.
Don't speak down to me like that.
Wait, what? You don't know that quote?
Don't hit on me right now. We're in public.
That's all I need to say on Grindr.
I mean,
drank
did
your
these
milkshake?
pictures give you any context clues
No,
about
I really don't know who this
the
is.
nature of this man's life?
What? You don't watch
it's-
movies?
Only because his face looks, I think, like Joaquin Phoenix. But this is kind of a black hole for me. I'm not.
What?
No,
What's your favorite movie?
Is that the movie down there about the magic trick? What's the P word? The movie about the magic magician with the P?
No.
Starts with a P.
The Prestige.
Prestige.
He
Was
wasn't
was
in
he in
that.
that? He looks
No.
like the guy. What's that movie? What's that movie? And he's on the left with him in the mustache.
Gangs of New York.
Yes, I've seen that. It all. Yeah. He also looks like
Remember that when he was in that?
DiCaprio's. No, what's his character in
That's when he drank your milkshake. That one
Oh,
right
this
there.
is that movie about the oil field.
And he drank
What
your
the fuck is
milkshake.
that?
No,
I
no.
drink-
Miles does not know something I don't know.
Yes,
your milkshake.
I
Yes, he
do.
does.
This is fucking what's the name? Well, I don't actually. This is what happens. I don't know exactly the
Dude,
name of this.
You guys should always do a movie review for Miles. Okay, go.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You don't know what?
Oh, like what this movie was about? This,
Yes.
So, all right. So this fool, he was like trying to get to the top of America back in the day, you know, and there wasn't too much going on. He couldn't do OnlyFans or anything like that. So he went out. He started an oil like company, you know, like he went out and was like getting oil and shit like that. And then
In which of the 54 states is he doing this?
I don't know, fucking Oklahoma or some shit like that.
Nice.
And then he started beefing everybody, and he was gnarly. And then he made a gang of money and killed a fool with a bowling pin.
Pretty much.
That was
He
it?
drank his milkshake too.
Not a lot happened in Daniel Day-Lewis movies.
Yeah, okay, that's it.
It's more the vibe, really.
Yeah, it's like a
Solid vibe.
Real solid.
right. It's kind of like a
His
a
kid
Clint- a
was in
little
an
Clint
accident.
Eastwoody.
A little bit.
More
no.
acting ability.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, There
I
Will
get
Be
it.
Blood is the name
That's
of it.
what it's called. Yeah.
I don't recognize him. I think
I highly
this,
recommend you watch this movie.
dude. Okay, I was
Yeah,
just
be an asshole about it.
no.
trying to
I
help
just
you
felt
out.
like it's just so funny. It was like I
Broaden
said, I
your
was on-
horizons, you know?
I did Felipe Esparza's podcast last night,
I'm
and
sure
they
that
were
was way better. I'm sorry.
no, they
that
just
you're here.
I left there because it was a podcast with 3 guys on it, and I left there with 17 movies I had to go watch.
Oh, well then
That
don't
way
watch it.
too.
Don't worry about
But
it.
I will watch it. He looks just the face.
He's the
he
greatest
looks,
actor alive.
Yeah, no, that's
what
why
they say.
I'm curious. He is widely regarded as the greatest film actor of our time, and yet you don't know his name. What kind of movies do you like?
Rom-coms.
No, I don't. I hate rom-coms. I
Okay.
do. This is where I falter. I don't. Film and TV is actually not
That's cool.
my
Obviously.
my cup of tea.
You
Yeah.
don't know the greatest
It's
actor
crazy.
in it.
I know. I do. I know pop music, and
Wow.
What
There
do
you
you
go.
do you just like not watch stuff? And it's okay
no,
if the
it's
answer is
you know
no.
what?
It's
You
just
honestly, truly, like we just did it. Like I grew up. Everyone's like, oh, we would watch this as a movie. Watch this. My family just didn't watch TV.
Mm-hmm.
We had like one TV in the living room. We weren't even that poor. We just did it, and my parents were like adamant about it not being on during like TV or like normal family time.
yeah.
And like
I love that.
we just went outside. We just played a lot. Like
Yeah.
they weren't like my parents were not like culture. Like they weren't like listen to this music, watch this TV show, blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
We just like I don't know, played in dirt and shit. So I didn't grow up on like cinema and like
Yeah.
learning who my favorite director is and all that stuff.
You missed some great stuff. I'm not gonna lie. to
I
you.
know,
But
I know.
but my point. But
Katy
but,
Perry's probably better though.
But 95% of what you missed, you didn't miss anything.
Yeah, it's like I gotta go back now, but it's so much. It's like where do you
It's a lot.
start?
Yeah.
You know, and then
he's a good place.
I'll go.
yeah, but don't do it to her.
It's
You know what
boring.
you
It is-
should
it is
watch?
boring.
You know what you should watch, everybody, is Catherine's special.
Yes.
God, it's a lot of it's pretty milesy.
Catherine's in it.
It's a lot, yeah. It's a lot of bullshit. Called Catholic Cowgirl. Comes out December 5th, for free on YouTube. There's a horse on stage. What more can I say?
You got a horse on stage.
Yeah,
I'm the West Coast Cowboy.
dude. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. How are you gonna out horse me?
Have you ever done a horse wheelie?
I don't know. Have you done?
Actually, no, you haven't.
Have you raced on top of porta potties in the middle of the Derby, underage, drunk as shit?
That's not a cowboy thing.
No, it's horse culture. It's being in the midst of
Can you ride
horse
horses?
country. Can anyone ride horses?
Yeah, a lot of people.
What was my president?
I don't want to
answer?
win this argument, but it's pretty hard not to when you don't ride horses.
I have a whole bit that I was doing about being obsessed with horses, but
Have you ever tackled a bull?
no, I would never.
How do you
I
make
would never.
moonshine?
I know how to make moonshine.
I know how to
My whole
drink it.
bit was I was obsessed with horses, but I never was around. My parents didn't want to pay for horseback riding lessons, so me and my friends were just the horses. So we rode each other.
Right. Well, that's very cowgirl of you.
Yeah, it's fake cowgirl. It's part of the
Did you have a live horse on stage?
no, it's
Oh.
fake.
Oh, okay.
So it was a horse statue.
All right. Well, that's still pretty cool. I like it. I
Thank you.
like cowgirls. I like cowboys or whatever. I like them.
You're not a cowboy. You got rainbow.
I wear different things all
High
the time. I have
tops.
cowboy boots that I wear most of the time.
But everybody's
And I wear a cowboy-
getting cowboy now.
I wear
The
a cowboy
Western-
hat all day, not for my special.
That's fine. I talk about it in my special.
I
how
ride
it's fake.
horses bareback.
That's badass. I want to do that one
Weekly.
day. But I also have learned also when you really get into it that sometimes horseback riding is a little bit fucked up.
Not for me. I'm very nice to my horse. When he doesn't want to ride, I don't ride him. I
That's
just
great.
walk him around.
I love to hear that. That's
I brush
fantastic.
his hair. Sometimes I just hug him.
See, I love to hear that.
And I
That's
talk to him
what
all
that's the
time, and
vibe
bring
I want to be
treats.
on.
I give him apples and stuff.
Yes.
We're bros.
I love that. I
tight.
love to hear that. That's the vibe I'm with.
Yeah, I really love him.
Beautiful.
So yeah, your special is available when this comes out, right? It'll be out.
Almost.
Yeah.
December 5th.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
pretty close.
Yeah.
Make a note of it. You are Katherine Blanford on
Yes.
Instagram.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Thanks for doing the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate
It was
it.
just so nice to like kick back and not think very hard for a while.
I know.
Don't call my cat oily.
It's not. It really isn't. After
Thank you.
it's sitting on my lap and petting it,
No
it
oil
was.
stains.
It's sharp. It's deadly. It's weird that it's sleeping like that
He's a
upside
casual
down.
guy.
Yeah, but it's not oily.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Mhm.
He's my friend. All right.
Thank you.
See you guys next week. If you want to see more Jason Ellis show, there's a Patreon, patreon.com/EllisMate. We're there 4 times a week. Have a good one. Don't die.